Okay, good morning, partial fasting. So partial fasting can get a little bit technical with all the macros, and I like to keep it easy. So this is what I'm gonna do today for partial fasting. I'm gonna do 2 of my Catabo shakes, which I love, but I'm not quite hungry yet, so I'm gonna save it. So right now it's 7:05 a.m. I'm gonna just have my black coffee. Technically, when you're fasting, if you are gonna have coffee, you want to keep it black unless you have tested with a blood meter to see what it does to you. And this is what I mean by that. If you have anything in your coffee like cream or MCT oil or brain octane, and it spikes your blood sugar by 8 to 10 millimoles, that technically breaks the fast. So in the 7-week program that we teach that's coming up in the fall, we teach you how to use these blood meters. It's very simple, and you can actually figure out what coffee does for you. And so I actually know that I can have a little bit of cream if I want, and a little bit of MCTs, and it does not spike my blood sugar. So I can technically have that inside of my fasting window. When you're doing partial fasting, the macros are pretty tight, and so I don't want to waste any of that in my coffee. So I'm gonna just have black coffee, and then in a little bit, I will have my first shake. Anything to add, Kaya Jolie? No? All good? You're gonna make my shake later? Mm-hmm. She loves to. Okay, so I'm starting to get a little hungry. For partial fasting, you actually don't need to intermittent fast. It just worked that way into my day. So again, the reason for me that I use Catabo shake for my partial fast is it just makes it super easy. I'm here at paint school with Kaya, and I know that when I leave here and we get home, I can just real quickly make a shake, which is gonna be great because it sounds delicious. I don't have to first figure out a meal that fits within the macros. I got Wyatt with me too. So it's super easy to incorporate this stuff into busy life, whether it's busy day at work or busy day with kids. Okay, it's time to have my first shake. So again, I'm gonna do two scoops of this, which is actually 1 serving. So I'm gonna do 2.
Can't see.
You can't see yourself. I'm gonna do 2 scoops of this throughout the day. So I'll do 1 scoop now, and I'll do 1 scoop later, and then I'll have enough left for a meal. Kaya loves to help me. Real quick, I just want to read you some of the ingredients in here. I love this shake. So I'll use it for partial fasting, and I also just use it on the daily because it's got amazing sources of fat in there. And I like to live what's called like a keto adapted or fat adapted lifestyle. So it's got organic, and everything in here is non-GMO, paleo-friendly, keto-friendly, gluten-free, and grass-fed or pasture-raised. So it's basically got organic butter powder, it's got some collagen, some medium-chain triglyceride, oil powder, so MCTs.
Can I open it yet?
Some chia oil, some enzyme blend, some apple cider vinegar, just really good sources of fats. And it does have a little bit of stevia, so if anyone doesn't like the taste of that, you're probably not gonna like this. Sorry, Andrea. There's 3 ways I make a shake. This one, since Kaya wants to help, we're gonna do it the way she likes. Sometimes I stick it in a shaker cup, and I just add water if I'm at the office or on the go, and literally just shake it. Other times I put it in the blender with ice and just blend it, which I'll probably do later today. It makes it really frothy and yummy. And when I'm not doing a partial fast, I will also do it in there, and I'll add a scoop of nut butter and sometimes a raw egg. But for now, Kaya wants to make it, so let's do 1 scoop. Should do a full scoop because
Can I put it in?
you put it in.
Can I dump it?
Yep, so that happens. Okay, and then. My goodness, if you don't have one of these, it's a milk frother. You can get them on Amazon. They're like 14 bucks. I use one of these to make my bulletproof coffee. Can I help you? Just get it going. This is probably going to be a disaster. This is nice too. We have one of these at the office. Some people just like have one at the office and at home. Yum. Yeah. Do you want to sip?
No.
No, thank you. Okay, so there's shake number 1. Thank you, Kaya. Say bye to our friends. Okay, it's time for shake number 2. I swear this is the same day. I change my outfit apparently a lot during the day. So I'm gonna have my next scoop. I'm gonna show you the other way I make it. I love making any shake in the blender. It just makes it like more frothy and tasty. We use the BlendTech. Love this thing. Use it almost every day. I used to use it to make flours. I don't need to do that anymore. It's so easy to find gluten-free flour. All right, sorry, it's gonna be loud. Okay, so all I put in there was about, you can do anywhere, each 12 ounces for people who like to measure, of water. I threw in some ice because it just makes it taste nice. And I just like the consistency of this a little bit better than just in a shaker cup. So it's like a super yummy vanilla milkshake. So filling. I probably won't even drink this whole thing. And then I'll have just enough macros left for a bit of dinner later on. Okay, it's time for my dinner for my partial fast today. To be completely honest, I'm not, for me, a fan of partial fasting, but there's certain conditions that some people have that makes partial fasting a really good choice. For me, I would rather eat or not eat because I've gotten comfortable with fasting. So I will actually use partial fasting strictly for breaking a long fast, which we can talk about at another point. If or when people are ready, we'll talk about it in the Stemnotic group as well. But again, like to me, so this is my dinner. I don't know. I would just rather not eat. But so I did the 2 Catawba shakes today. I have some sweet potato, some almonds, some berries, and I'll have part of an avocado, and that's it. For me, like once I start eating, I want to eat. So it's a little bit of a struggle. I love the Catawba shakes. It makes it easier so I don't have to think so much about it. And you know, the information that you've gotten this week and that you'll continue to get this week will help you navigate partial fasting for people that are just wanting general information. And then again, as always, I'll go over way more information in the Stemnotic 7-week series.